Chakharov, CEO of Fox Robotics, a Texas-based company in the fork truck movement business. Tell us about Fox.
Chris, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, very, very happy to be here at Modex and exhibit here at the show. And Fox Robotics was founded in 2017 by a collection of brilliant roboticists and AI and ML technologists. We sat down, and that's the part I'm incredibly proud of the team with, and focused on a very, very difficult problem to solve, which is the autonomous unloading of trailers. Why is that such a difficult problem? When you open the trailer door, you don't know what you're going to see. There's no specific pattern of loading. Things move in transition, in transit. There's oftentimes dunnage, airbags and other items, and so we focused on solving that problem. A few years later, we deployed our first vehicle in production. In 2021.
Yep.
Since then, we've grown our fleet to circa 90 today, and we're literally at this inflection point of coming of age and facing unprecedented demand and volumes and bookings in our business.
So if you're here in Atlanta, you'll definitely want to check out Fox Robotics. They're right at the intersection of halls B and C, so very easy to see. Big, bright orange booth. Marin, thank you so much for your time.
Chris, pleasure to be here.
Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your time in Atlanta.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I'm here with Stephanie Hardy from Bastion Solutions. What I was struck by immediately is how big the booth is and the fact that you're doing some pallet moving and case handling. Tell us what that's all about.
Well, number one, Bastion Solutions is a systems integrator. So we wanted the big booth so we can show off all of our amazing partners on top of the work that we do. So we just announced a partnership with MOVU. We are going to integrate their iFollow pallet AMRs as well as their Atlas, which is a automated pallet handling technology as well. So we have our Bastion Solutions pallet conveyor, which we manufacture. The iFollow is taking the pallets over to the palletizing station. We have our palletizing system and our Bastion Solutions case conveyor. And so we're just kind of showcasing that palletizing, depalletizing, and full pallet movement. As a systems integrator, we have a lot of amazing partners. Behind you, you see Autostore. We've done 100 Autostore systems.
100 robots?
Oh, no. 100 systems. That's 6.9 million bins.
Oh my goodness, and where's the largest? I happen to know it's in South America.
It is.
Can you tell us who it is?
I can. That is the world's largest Autostore system was Defeaty down in South America. So.
Well, we'll have to do a field trip to go see that.
Yeah, let's go right now.
All right. So I'm here with Dan Gilmore, who's been in this industry almost, maybe longer than me, I don't know, long time. Long while. But you joined a startup here. Tell us about Roboton.
Happy to, Chris. So we're here at Modex 2024, really launching the company and the product to marketplace after a year and a half of very significant software development. So what we offer is what we call the Roboton robotics fulfillment platform.
Okay.
It's a web-based software set of capabilities that allow companies to integrate, manage, optimize, and orchestrate and optimize the use of robotics on the distribution center floor. We have 3 different autonomous mobile robot providers here, 2 different robotic picking arms here, all working together on one common set of workflows and processes here. We don't think anybody else on the show floor is doing anything like this. And it really is not only what we're doing in show and tell mode here at the show, but really is reflective of the kind of capabilities we can bring to our customers to tie all these different types of equipment vendors together, not just from an integration perspective, but from an overall workflow perspective, and being able to add new robots, new vendors, new capabilities over time. People are underestimating the challenge it is if you don't do that. You're locked into a solution or locked into a software set. We give the opportunity, give you the flexibility to add different types of equipment and vendors very, very easily, both currently and over time.
So if you're here in Atlanta at Modex, come check out booth 3297
3297
in the C Hall. and look for this beautiful, large Roboton booth. You get to see it all. Dan, thank you so much.
Chris,
Good luck with the rest of the show.
Chris, it was a pleasure.
All right. I'm here in the Kapow booth. This is Rebecca and Noam from Kapow. Rebecca, tell us a little bit about the company.
Kapow is an Israeli startup, and Kapow has a unique technology, actually the only solution in the market that enables powering on the go for mobile robots.
So when you say powering on the go, what we're talking about is the robot actually can keep moving and charge the battery as it's moving. Tell us, Noam, how do you do that?
We have an infrastructure laying on the floor, no excavation, you just lay that over. And the same solution goes on the bottom of the robot. And while it's going, we transfer enough energy, 5 times the amount the robot needs. Why 5 times? 1/5 goes to the robot, and the rest of it goes to power the actual power supply that is on the robot, whether it's a battery, a lithium battery, a lead acid battery, supercap, or whatever. And in some cases, we can even eliminate the battery completely, because imagine the robot hopping from one floor sticker to the other, floor antenna to the other. You don't need power to last you for 5 hours.
So folks, if you're here in Atlanta, check out Kapow in Hall A. It's booth 12320. So Noam, thank you very much. Rebecca, really interesting technology. Thanks for sharing it with us. So I'm here with Peter Skov from UC Group, and we were just chatting before we started rolling here about how there's some differences in the US and Europe with regard to truck unloading. You were making the observation that in the US we're better at pallet unloading and in Europe. Now, why do you think that is?
So I think right now you've got a very condensed structure, like in LA, where we put in from civil logistics where I used to work, where we put in stretch from Boston Dynamics. Where in Europe we have much more container-loaded structures. So basically, the Dutch companies like Uloda or Ankara, they create great solutions for loose load or pallet loading, while Boston, Muchin, Pantoro, Pickle, they create solutions that are better for loose loaded.
Well, we're interviewing several of those companies here on the floor this week here at Modex, and of course next week in Stuttgart, and you will be in Stuttgart as well.
I will, definitely.
So maybe we can get some more of your wisdom when we're in Logimat.
Yeah,
Peter, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. So I'm here with Brandon Fluger from MarketScale, which is a B2B intelligence company. We did an interview about manufacturing systems a couple weeks ago. You might have caught that, but Brandon, tell everyone what else MarketScale does.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. We've got a lot of partners here. Some of the best, I guess, tech companies in the supply chain, automation space, and robotics. We're really excited to be here and help them create more content, publish more content, really just educate and inspire their partners and the industry. That's what we're here, and that's what this show is all about this week.
Fantastic. And we're working on a partnership of working together, sharing stuff back and forth between MarketScale and Robot Advisors. So check that out on LinkedIn. And yeah, we're going to go find some interesting technology.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Take care. Now we're in Hall C at VisionNAV, and I'm joined by Reed Langton. Tell us a little bit about VisionNAV, Reed.
VisionNAV Robotics is an autonomous forklift company. We were founded in 2016, and Hong Kong is our world headquarters, but we launched in North America, and Atlanta is our North American headquarters. We launched in North America in 2022. Modex 22 was kind of our incoming to the North American market.
So welcome to the US market.
Thank
You've been
you.
here for a couple of years. How are you finding the reception for your products?
It's been pretty well. It's always growth to begin with, but we had a couple global accounts. Toyota that's doing work with us here. Nestle's another new account we have in the North American market. So there's been a lot of interest in the past couple of years.
And one of the things that I thought, and I really like you challenge it, we talked a little bit off camera about this, I always thought it was easier to unload a trailer, and you're saying at least when it's a palletized load, it might be easier to unload first?
Yeah, that's what loading is easier with palletized
And why
loads.
is that?
It just when you're loading a pallet into a truck, it's easy to work with. It's an open space, so you kind of have more control over how the pallets go in. When you're unloading, it was probably put in manually, and they're not always square, not always in line, and sometimes overlapping each other. So it's not the clean entry and exit with pallet. Where with floor loading, when you're manually floor loading, you have to stack them pretty well. So it's easier to take them out. Where stacking a floor load is more difficult automatically.
Thank you for schooling me on that one. I like that a lot. So we're in Hall C. It's booth 4075. Come check out the pallet loading and unloading. They're doing both here.
Yep. Right now we're totally in control of the process, so we're loading and unloading. In the field, we're starting with
machine put it on.
Yes.
So what you need to do is sell them as pairs.
Yes.
So I'm shipping to your warehouse. You got to buy both.
So whoever's shipping and receiving, if you just go together, we will probably work on a deal too.
All right. Excellent. Reed, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm here with John Schechter, Vice President of Business Development at Autostore. And I have to say, this neighborhood looks a little bit similar to...
Yeah, our system's so modular. We picked this up from ProMat and brought it here to Modex in Atlanta.
It looks great. One of the most creative booths they have. You can see that through the floor and see the system in action.
Yeah.
Really amazing. I love that. And Autostore's, we're seeing you guys everywhere. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What's new?
Yeah, so we're still installing about a system a week here in North America. At the show, we've got the brand new R5 Pro robots, which we released at the end of last year. So we've got a grid here running with those, and they can charge much faster, so we have 1/10 as many chargers required. But it also means we can do even more space density. So we can fit even more items in that because we've taken out chargers. And then it allows us to do even higher throughput systems. So we're doing some of the biggest auto stores now with up to 1,000 robots in a single grid.
1,000 robots in one warehouse?
Yes, all working together under the same software
How many
controller.
bins would that mean?
We can do up to 1 million plus bins of inventory.
So are customers in like that, do they also have pallet storage, or are they just receiving and putting everything into Autostore?
It depends. For some footwear customers, they can put everything straight in. For some customers where they're shipping out full cases and pallets, occasionally they have a mix of reserve or case picking mixed with their auto stores that are doing the bulk of their each fulfillment. So we have a few different flavors of our ports in the booth as well that are part of the workstations. So we've got a pickup port for customer-facing situations where maybe you've got pre-staged orders, somebody can come pick up their order at a store. And then we've got our carousel ports, our kind of standard picking port, as well as our faster fusion port that does 550 lines per hour.
I know the carousel swings the folks in a fusion port. How does that work?
Yeah, the fusion port actually is 2 different picking centers. And so the bins are flowing in and out in 2 faces. And it allows you to get even higher throughput than the carousel port.
So I'm working on one while the other one's exchanging. So
Yes.
really the technology is not the gating factor. It's
now
how fast
exactly.
can they
We're
do it.
waiting. We want to be waiting on the person. That's exactly right.
Got it. Well, John, hey, thanks again.
Thanks,
really
Chris.
appreciate it. It's always good to see you.
Great to be here at Modex with you.
Enjoy your time here in Atlanta, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Alrighty. I'm here with Matt Wicks, Senior Director of Robots at Zebra Technologies. And Zebra has some really interesting things. You're showing me off here on the floor an AMR, picking AMR with screens on both sides.
Yep. So that's our flex shelf. The flex shelf is used for fulfillment applications, as well as we do material transport. And that the screens are used for user interface, let the operators know what's happened with the robot, where it's going, what it's doing, or any other kinds of interfaces that are required for the particular solution.
What else is new and being shown off here at Modex 2024?
So we've got a roller top guide. So it's similar to what we just talked about with the flex shelf, but it's a roller top AMR. But we've added a touchscreen on top of it too for the same similar kinds of reasons. There's a user interface to allow the operators to see what's happening with the robot, to also interact, to make calls, to send it to different destinations right there on the robot.
So the interaction between humans and robots is a theme that I'm hearing a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't really need a little screen on the top of a roller top unless, are you telling it where to go, or is it just go where it needs to go?
It's certainly dependent upon the applications, but you're spot on though. I mean, you look around here of all of the different operator devices, handheld devices, you know, it's all about the combination of the human-centric with the robotic solutions.
So if you're here in Atlanta at Modex, you definitely want to come by the B Hall 9219 and check out Zebra, and my good friend Matt Wicks
Awesome.
will show you what they got going on. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Chris.
I'm here with Mo Yoon from Pantoro Robotics. Tell us about your company.
Hi, I'm Mo, CEO and founder of Pantoro Robotics. Our company is a robotics company for warehouse automation, and we unload floor-loaded containers. This unloading task is so labor-intensive. I believe this is one of the most difficult tasks in the warehouse space. We are automating this one, and we help warehouse to save the money and make the business more predictable.
Well, it's very, very cool. So if you guys are here in Atlanta and you want to check out Pantoro Robotics, they're in the A Hall. It's booth 12505.
Please visit our booth. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mo. Now, I've had a history with Rico. Kevin and I know each other for a long time. So let's set the stage a little bit, Jim. When people think of Rico, at least I think of copiers, and I'm old enough to remember fax machines, right? But tell us a little bit about Service Advantage and what you guys, how it works.
Sure, and I think the robotic space is a perfect example, Chris. We care about lifecycle support, which is the installation, it's the ongoing preventative maintenance, emergency service, it's the parts components, having parts. First time fix, uptime is critical. Having parts available.
And I've learned that Ryan here, you're involved in 3D printing. If I've got a robot and a part breaks, you guys could actually print that part and get it to the site very quickly so that I don't have the downtime. Tell us how that works.
Absolutely. So the use of additive manufacturing for bridge manufacturing or for digital parts manufacturing, that parts that you don't need very often, so sitting on the shelf won't really help. These are applications where you can address supply chain challenges very flexible and get the part there when you need it.
Fantastic. So folks, if you're in Hall B, come check out the Rico booth. These guys will tell you about Service Advantage and all the different robots around the world that Rico is supporting.
Absolutely.
And how you can 3D print a part when it breaks.
You got it.
All right, gentlemen,
Chris,
thank you.
thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
So we're in Hall B in this stadium, and I'm joined by Director of Product Management from Auto, Dave Northrup. What are you showing off here in this giant stadium?
Yeah, a lot of exciting things. Obviously we have our full range of autonomous mobile robots for automating factories and manufacturing facilities. We're showcasing some new software that we've released recently that's increasing efficiency. We're reducing parking space needs. We can assign robots to teams now.
Okay.
So it's just sort of our sporting theme here.
Yep.
When you put robots on teams, you can make them more nimble, and you can be more granular in how you use them in your workforce. So you can make much more nimble assignments of how the robots work throughout your facility. They don't have to be on one team.
Makes perfect sense. Excellent. So should we, oh my gosh, look up on the screen there.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Mom. Let's go, Auto, go. Go, Team Auto. Go, Team Auto. So we're here in Hall B with Pickle Robot. It's crowded all the time. They have 2 trailers going back and forth, which is clever. So we're able to get over here and talk to Pete Blair, my good friend. We work together quite a bit. This is our second interview, but you guys have made a lot of progress and have some exciting things to share with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we launched at ProMat last year. So fast forward 1 year later, we're installed in production at Houston Logistics out on the West Coast. We have Ryobi Tools, which is part of a company called Tektronic Industries. So they have other brands as well. We actually just did a Q&A with some folks from TTI. It's going really well there. They have multiple machines in their facility. We're at UPS in their SCS, or their Supply Chain Services group, their 3PL arm. We're at BJ's, we're at Uline, we're at Puma. So it's been a spectacular year, and this is the year to continue to grow.
Well, folks, come visit the Pickle booth here in B Hall.
We're at B827 in the back corner, but the walk is worth it.
And you'll see all the guys with the green and gals with the green shirts on.
Yeah. Great.
All right.
Chris, great seeing you as always.
Likewise, Cater. Take care.
Thanks.
We're in Hall B, and I'm here joined by my good friend Steve Mefford, who is sales director for ForwardX. We have not interviewed ForwardX before.
That's true.
So let's start off first with, tell us a little bit about the company, and then we'll get to the technology.
Certainly, Chris. So ForwardX was founded in 2016. We're the #1 AMR provider in Asia. We're heavily involved in all different sorts of material movement, whether that's e-commerce or manufacturing, etc. We were starting our launch in a globalization in the beginning of 2023, and we believe that we have the most number of different AMRs under a single software platform.
Well, you certainly have a lot out here. Tell me about what you're showing off in the different AMRs.
We have each picking of a variety. We can pick up carts, we can move materials, we can do case picking, we can do pallet moves, we can do pallet lifting with our autonomous fork truck, which is actually up for an MHI award.
Oh, excellent.
So
Congratulations.
we'll find out on Wednesday whether we win or not.
So if someone is here at Modex in Atlanta and they want to come see this, we're in the B Hall. What's the booth number?
It's 3209.
So you heard that, 3209. You want to come check out ForwardX Robotics?
Absolutely.
Steve, thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
It's always good to see you.
Very good.
Enjoy the rest of your time here in
You
Atlanta.
do the same.
All righty. I'm here with Michael Perry, Vice President of Business Development of Dexterity. Michael, this is not our first roadshow together. We've done a few of these interviews.
That's right.
But you have some new stuff to share with us here at Modex 2024.
We do. We've got a lot of really cool new technology that we're showing off this year. First and foremost, our palletizing, depalletizing robot is showing on-the-fly palletizing of a wide mix of boxes. We've got about 7 or 8 SKUs that the robot's picking.
Okay.
It's simulating a pick mod sequence from a CPG manufacturer. So, the robot is getting Oreos and Triscuits and crackers and all these different things. And it's figuring out how to build a stable pallet from these random shaped boxes.
If I got a box that was very light and I wanted to put it on the top, would that come in already sequenced, or do I kind of put it off to the side and keep building and then pick it up later?
The answer is both.
Okay.
So what we're showing here is a pick mod sequence that's representative of actual production from our customer, which is the heaviest stuff comes out first and the lighter stuff comes out later. So that's thing one. The second thing is we're showing off our enterprise platform, which is all the data intelligence that we create with every pick. We understand how much throughput the customer is actually seeing in production. And we can identify what are some of the problems that they're seeing. Is the system starved? Do they need to increase their cycle time with different materials? So all of that information is available to our customers through our enterprise platform.
Well, we love new robots at Robot Advisors. Can we take a peek at this new thing?
Well, no cameras yet, but if you come by the booth at A11118, you can come see the robot in person here at Modex.
All right, so you heard it here from Michael Perry. He'll give you a sneak peek of their new robot if you come down to Hall A. Thanks, Michael, and let's go take a peek.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. This is Saurabh Chandra of ATI Motors, a company that is headquartered in India, or founded in India, but headquartered now in Detroit.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure, so we make autonomous robots to move material in factories mostly. So we do tugging robots, autonomous tugging robots, and we move totes, and coming up with more form factors, but that's what we started out with. We're very focused on manufacturing, unlike many other providers which are very warehousing focused.
Yep.
Also highly inspired by self-driving cars. So we were one of the first few robots with like 3D LiDARs. We could do outdoors, indoors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, I mean, vehicles done completely ground up with suspension, etc. Right? So we've done like rain, heavy sun, all that jazz. Yeah.
Thank you very much for introducing us to ATI Motors, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Thanks so much, Chris.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Yeah.
This is Pat Davidson, Director of Standards for MHI, the material handling industry. I wanted to start with, what are standards?
Okay. Well, a standard is a document that essentially shows or helps demonstrate that a product or a solution either is suitable for its intended use or meets regulatory requirements, or both. They're promulgated by an accreditation agency. So in the United States, it's ANSI, the American National Standards Institute. Internationally, it might be ISO, the International Organization of Standardization, or others. But generally, you're looking for both the document and the certification, the additional steps required to make sure it's a suitable standard. In Europe, a lot of the liability scheme is run by, let's say, the executive branch of the government. So in the United States, it would be the president. In the United States, it's a little more on the judicial system. Standards in the United States are generally deemed to be in a voluntary compliance scheme. So a company might voluntarily choose to comply with standards.
Excellent. Well, hey, Pat, I hope you enjoy the rest of the week here in Atlanta, and thank you for sitting down and talking with us.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right.
I'm here with Nick Malwicki, General Manager of the Autonomous Division of Big Joe Fork Trucks. Tell us about what's new.
Yeah, so we have some new features going on with our autonomous unit. We have zone rules that we introduced, and we're pretty excited about that. We now have the opportunity to set up a horn zone. We also have a slowdown zone, so now we can overlay that with a horn as well as the slow pedestrian awareness, things like that we want to be a little bit more cautious with.
So if I'm coming out of like a blind spot or coming out of an aisle,
Correct.
and it's a pedestrian cross area or a high through traffic, aisle. Okay.
We also have a no-go zone, so kind of exclusion. So we have all of this area here in our booth, but we also have some cables on our floor. So we actually set up where we don't allow the robot to go into that area, even though it's all part of this booth.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you
for catching up with us.
Great to see you again,
Always good
Chris.
to see you, Nick.
Yep.
All right, you take care.
Thank you.
I'm here with Andre Backholden of BrightPick, who's VP of Growth. Tell us a little bit about BrightPick, and then your very unique 3D printed picking thing. I want to get into that.
Yeah, so BrightPick was founded in 2021. We already have almost 200 employees. And we provide what you see behind us, our flagship robot, BrightPick Auto Picker. So this is an order picking solution. So it's actually the only mobile robot in the world that can robotically pick items directly where they are stored in aisle.
So, and you have some recent commercial success. Can you share a little bit with us?
Yeah, so we unveiled Auto Picker at ProMat last year. Before that, we had our Goods to Person solution, which we were installing as well with customers. But BrightPick Auto Picker was unveiled a year ago, so we completed our first Auto Picker installation in Europe in November with a pharmaceutical customer. And now, actually, in 2 weeks, we're going live with our first Auto Picker installation in the US, which is with a company called The Feed. They do sports nutrition for cycling and endurance racing. And they're installing 48 BrightPick Auto Picker robots.
So we've talked about it. Can we show the folks the auto picking thing? Yeah, let's
take a
go.
look. Cool. So what you see right here is two auto pickers. So this one just took the donor tote out. It's now picking from the donor tote into the order tote. Same for this one. Again, saves all of that travel distance from not having to go back and forth.
Andre, I want to thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
I think we might
Always
see you
a
in
pleasure.
Stuttgart, or will you
Yes,
be in
we
Stuttgart? All right, thank you.
Awesome.
We'll see you next week. Take care. All right, we're here in the MOVU US booth, and I'm joined by Christoph Bachmann, who's sales director for MOVU in North America. Thank you so much for joining us, Christoph.
Thanks for the opportunity.
This is our first time interviewing MOVU, so I'm very excited for our folks to get to know the company. Can you tell us a little bit about MOVU?
Absolutely. MOVU is a top 10 solutions provider, material handling solutions provider. So we're in the robotics space. We are part of the Stow Group.
Okay.
So if I take a step back, the Stow Group is one of the largest rack manufacturers in the world. They're based out of Europe, and in recent years they've been moving into the robotics space. And suddenly we had an opportunity to really say that, well, the robotics business is so big and it's growing, and we have some really fantastic solutions, there's big demand in the market, that we had an opportunity to rebrand Stow Robotics into MOVU Robotics. So MOVU and Stow, we are one, and we are the robotics division, and Stow continues to focus on the racking division.
Got it. Okay, makes perfect sense. So I want to ask you about the products. We have an each picking system here behind us, and there's some totes coming in out. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Yes, we are looking at what I call fourth generation ASRS goods to person solution. ASRS goods to person has been around for many years, but the fourth generation, because these robots roam freely. They do not have conveyors, they don't have lifts.
I didn't notice so you have the ramp system.
We have the ramps, that's our innovation. That's our answer to replacing lifts.
Okay.
So the only moving element in the whole system is in fact the robot.
Sounds like you're doing all the right things. Christoph,
thank you very much.
Good luck with the rest of the show. I know you're not going to be in Stuttgart, but we're going to check in with MOVU when we're there.
We will be there too, yes.
All right,
Wonderful.
Take care. All right, we're in the Varity booth here in Hall C, and you guys will remember us interviewing Varity both at ProMat and at LogiMat last year, but we haven't had a chance to interview these two gentlemen. Marcus Wiebel, who is the Chief Operating Officer and co-founder, along with Raf, who was at Kiva with me, and Rafael Morgulis, you run marketing. So I want to start with you, Rafael. Tell me what you're seeing, and a little bit about the company.
It's been great. We have been thinking about how we wanted to be present and visible in the market here in the US for a while, and we've decided to go quite extensively with a very nice booth, as you can see, and it's proving to be effective because we get a lot of interest. We've been talking non-stop, so it's a miracle that I can still talk to you.
A little bit with you, Marcus. So it's a drone-based system, but if I had a warehouse here in the United States, why would I want to use the Varity system?
Well, one thing we're seeing, particularly in the US, is that a lot of warehouses struggle with labor.
Yes.
Attracting, finding the right people in the first place.
We Americans are lazy. We don't want to work.
And then retaining that labor force. And what we have here is a fully autonomous inventory system that allows you to do two things. First of all, it automates your cycle counts. The second piece, and that's something that's been more of a recent discovery for us, is that we see warehouses really improve their inventory operations. Thank
Gentlemen,
you.
safe travels back to Zurich. Good to see you, and I don't know if I'll see you next week or not in Stuttgart, but yeah. Okay. All right. Safe travels. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, so we're here with Andrew Buer with Geek Plus. Let's get into your products and some of the new stuff that you're up to.
Yeah, so we have three core solutions. So we have our bread and butter solution is what we call our shelf to person. And then we also have a tote to person system, which is exactly what it sounds like, it's totes. That's our system that we use to help customers better utilize their vertical storage space. And the last one is our pallet to person solution. So this is where we combine a couple of different robots. We use a 4-way shuttle for bulk reserve pallet storage for your upper levels. And then on the ground level, we have goods to person. So this solution we're particularly excited about. We're also actually a MHI Innovation Award finalist
For that solution?
For that solution.
For the pallet to person?
Pallet to person.
Well, we are going to pay close attention to that. Good luck tonight. I hope you guys are
I hope so
get
too.
that. I don't know what they give you, but
a
the
nice
recognition.
award.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Misbah Varity with Reputer Robotics. What are you showing off here at Modex 24?
On our line of products, we do have our Pick Assist AMR. The cool features on that, it is put to light, the retractable tray at the bottom, so no one's really hurting their head or necks trying to put stuff in or pick stuff out. And we also have our auto charge that is set up here as well. Also, with the new products that are coming in, we have our autonomous forklift, which will be here later half of this year, and then our ASRS solution, which will be here January of 2025.
Tell me what kind of ASRS system?
Yeah, so we have our demo product that is set up here as a part of the ASRS system, and that one is, it's over there, back there.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, let's go take a look at it. I didn't know it was here.
Yeah.
This is obviously 3D printed, and you just sort of
assemble it, and you can go like as high as you like and as wide as you want.
Okay.
And then you will have little rollers going this way and also vertically and horizontally.
Do you have the vehicle itself?
We don't, not here.
Okay.
So it's just a quick little demo just to show you as a quick.
Got it. And this will be launched in the U.S. in January 2025.
Yes,
So
sir.
roughly 10 months from now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, super excited about that.
So Misbah, this has been fantastic.
For sure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We will check in with you to see how the new products are coming along.
Definitely. Thank you so much for stopping by.
You bet. Enjoy the rest of the time here
You
in
too.
Atlanta.
Thank
All
you.
righty. So I'm here in Hall B in the Mugen booth. Beautiful large booth, Josh, by the way, with Josh Clower, who is Director of Sales for Mugen. Tell us what you got going on here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Chris. Today we're talking about automating your inbound. You can see behind us, we're talking about automating your outbound. So we have multiple material handling solutions focused on robotics here in the booth.
So here we're showing off our robotic case picking application. This is automating the case pick workflow within a warehouse. So usually that's a very manual process where you have to walk around with a pallet jack and pick cases off the floor. Well, here we have mobile robots bringing inventory to a robot system. We have a very interesting gripper that grabs multiple cases and builds out a mixed order. So we're doing mixed palletizing directly from the inventory that's being brought by the mobile robots here.
All right, Josh, so here's the truck unloader. That's pretty impressive. Tell us how that works.
Yep, so this is TruckBot. It's our autonomous unloading solution for containers and trailers. It is an arm, it is a conveyor, it's a mobile robot. It's self-supported on 4 wheels, can drive all the way back into a 52-foot trailer. And it's actually a 5-axis robot with a conveyor running through the middle. So the end of arm tool can just grab the bottom corner of a case and pull it up onto the conveyor. And you can get really high rates here, up to 1,000 cases an hour with this system.
Well, Josh, thanks so much. Appreciate the introduction to Mugen, and enjoy the rest of your time here in Atlanta.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
All righty.
All righty. Take care.
So I'm here with Kate Pearson, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Locust. We're in Hall B. Locust has 2 booths next to each other. Awesome looking setup here. Some new technology, I think. Kate, tell us what we've got.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming by. We have a massive demo floor this year, so it's pretty cool. There's a couple of new things. So one, you'll get to see the new Vector with the cart live in action. And we had a new product announcement today. Our new product announcement is Locust Hub, which is a whole new software platform. This is Vector with cart, and you can see it has a lift mechanism, which allows the Vector to disconnect from the cart. So you can decouple the cart workflow from the Vector. So for example, if you want to have an induction point without the robot sitting there, you have an induction point, you pull the cart up, you induct your totes, then the robot comes up, knows when it's ready to go, and will take the cart away. And then you put another one in. So this is a sneak peek of Locust Hub. We just announced it today.
Yeah.
We're rolling it out to all of our client sites in the next 3 to 4 months. But it's basically a dashboard, but it's predictive analytics within it. So you can also see all of your sites at the same time. We have a glide path which shows you based off of your history for that day when you're expected to finish work and how much work you're expected to do.
Well, Kate, thank you so much. It's always interesting to hear what one of the industry leaders, Locust Robotics, is doing. Come check it out. Awesome. Thanks again, Kate. All righty. Bye-bye. I'm here in Hall C in the Prime Vision booth with VP of Business Development for Prime Vision, Mike Sofer, and they've got a lot of technology they've packed into a pretty awesome looking booth here, showing off a lot of interesting technology. And I really like the laser pointer that you have for like a human sort.
But we've got a couple different things. What I like to say is sort of the sexy part of our portfolio is what you're seeing here. We've got our bots running around, so we've got AMRs. The laser pointer that Chris was pointing out is something we call the flow projector, and really everything that we have is based on Vision Solutions. So we're a software company, but we happen to have 2 hardware products as well. So essentially what makes us a little bit different than some of the other companies that are out there, no magnets, no RFID, no tracks that are out there, everything vision based. I like to say we use a Roomba, we call it a Scout. So basically that runs across the floor and takes a digital footprint of all of the features of the floor.
I want to take a look at that laser thing that we were talking about. I forgot what you call it.
The flow projector.
The flow projector. Yep. Let's take a look.
Sounds great.
So Mike, very cool. One, I love how you just put Prime Vision here on the package. But I guess if I'm a human being, it's telling me what position to sort these to?
Absolutely, and so we can do some really cool things. So in this age of temporary workers, I can come in, I can immediately be effective. I've got 2 hands, I don't have a scanner or Google Glasses. So I can start to do some really cool tricks with this. So I can light up just all the L3s, for example. I've got 2 hands, I can gather those together, and I can go dump those in the box, and then I can start showing you now light up all the K2s. Great.
I really appreciate it, Mike.
Thanks for stopping by, Chris.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Enjoy
it.
the rest of your time in Atlanta, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Sounds great.
All right.
Take care.
I'm here with Pramod Arge, who is co-founder and CEO of Unbox Robotics. It's a company that's from India, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell us, this is quite an interesting solution that you have that you're demonstrating here.
Yeah, we have a picking robots where we have the robots from Unbox which are doing the tote picking operation, and those totes are being passed on to the robotic arms here to do the kitting operation. So our robots are doing the case picking, and the kitting operation is being done by the robotic arms, and everything is integrated with the Macrowave, which is one of our partners. They are the ones who are displaying this concept, combining different technologies, integrating them, and showcasing as a mobile warehouse concept.
And so if I had a warehouse here in the United States, maybe say Atlanta, and I wanted to buy the system, I would buy them from your partner and you would provide the technology?
Yeah. So Macrowave is one of our partners. They can be a point of contact if customer wants to buy something similar like a mobile warehousing concept. We also have sorting robots, which we are not displaying here. That's our original product, which we started with. That does parcel sortation.
Pramod, very interesting. Congratulations on having a beautiful booth. Clearly you found a good integration partner as well. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week in Germany. Good luck with the rest of the time here in Atlanta.
Thank you, Chris.
All righty, take care. So I'm here in Hall C with Charlie Lee, who's the founder and CEO of Flowtick, a picking AMR company. Charlie, very exciting. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Flowtick provides most feasible robotic solution for e-commerce warehouses. So especially we have both of software and hardware. So software basically optimizes the picking process, and also itself integrates to the system very easily. Our hardware is also manufactured in-house.
Okay.
And we have very intuitive in-robot.
So you're like Apple. You get the software and the hardware from the same company.
Yeah.
It works much better that way. I'm a fan of Apple, and I'm a fan of getting an integrated solution.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the United States.
Thanks.
Is this the unveiling of your picking system for the U.S. market?
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
Cool.
Yeah.
And also we are seeking for a system integrator and distributor in the States
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Excellent. Hey, Charlie, thank you very much for and letting me pick with the system. It's a clever system. I like it. I especially like the little wings that come out and show you where to. What do you call them?
Picking guide.
The picking guide. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Good luck. Enjoy the rest of the show, folks. C Hall, booth 3696. Come check out Flotic and their AMR picking system.
Cool.
All right. Thanks a lot. With Jeff Larson, who's Director of Solutions Design for both the 6RS part of OKA Intelligent Automation and also the OSRS part of Intelligent Automation.
Indeed.
There's some new things that we want to talk about.
There definitely
are. So tell us what's new.
All right,
here.
so this year we've really been focused on two things: enhancing our service offering, being more flexible than ever, and improving our software stack, enabling our customers to get more value out of our system. From the service offering perspective, we are really pleased to be introducing Flex Chucks. And Flex Chuck is the ability to rent a chuck on a per diem or per day basis. So think about if you have a surge in your capacity due to a flash sale, you'll have that capacity on site. You pull those chucks out of storage, you put them on your floor, and now you can hit your throughput requirements in order to accommodate that surge.
What else should we know about?
All right. From a software side, super excited. We're working on a host of features. One of them is our shuttle chuck. And now, shuttle chuck's a pretty basic concept, but we don't see it with too many of these types of AMRs on the market. And it's the ability to do point-to-point movement within your facility.
Jeff, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Atlanta. It looks like a great booth. I'm with Andy Ingram-Ted, who's head of emerging technology for OKA Intelligent Automation. So what can you tell us? What's the new exciting thing?
All right, well, look, thanks, Chris. This is our new thing that we're showing today at Modex. It's our on-grid robotic pick. So this is a robot that's mounted directly on top of the grid, and it's doing each picking. So picking, as you know, in most facilities, represents about 50% of the labor, and this is all about labor saving. This robot can accurately pick and place with good quality, accurately, items. So typically, humans picking is a source of returns or customer complaints. So that solves that problem.
Why is it on the grid? Why not just bring the totes out to it? I mean,
sure. So we would have in our current systems around the world, our pick stations, which are just below the grid, and our grid robots would deliver totes to the pick station, and that's where humans would pick and place items from a stock tote into something quite unique that we do, which is our target customer tote. It's all in the grid. So now that we're picking with robots, there's no need to mount a robot and a station designed for a human. So we put it directly on the grid and we miss that stage out. At the moment, we're picking hundreds of thousands of items in 2 of our sites live in the UK right now, and it's learning all the time. So for our sites in the UK, they're grocery. Okay. So there's about 60,000 different items, all different shapes and sizes. It's still learning, so I can't do all of them yet, but it's learning. But if it tries to do something new, and it does that by just looking at the item. We have what's called a model-free system, so that we have no prior knowledge of what that item is. It looks at it for the first time and it tries to work out how to grasp it. If it has a bit of problems or has a struggle, it doesn't quite successfully do it, we have a group of people in a central location that can access this remotely and help it.
So if you're in Atlanta, you want to come by and check out OKA Intelligent Automation. Thank you so much, Andy.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, cheers. So I'm here with Lacey Bruget and Daniel Zindel from Agilox. Lacey, we saw each other almost exactly a year ago at ProMat, so I'm excited to hear about what's new with the company. And I want to hear about all the new products that you've done. But before we do that, tell us a little bit about Agilox.
So Agilox was started in 2016 by a group of geniuses coming from different parts of the material handling industry over in Austria. And then we started the US subsidiary in 2019 just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, here in the US.
And Daniel, you were part of the original team.
Yeah, one of the first employees.
And the company's got a great culture and some really great products. Yeah. But tell us, what's new now?
We brought some new family members here. And one you can see there is the OCF 750, which is the brother of the OCF 1500. We have forklifts, we have platforms, we have dolly movers, so different mechanical types.
What do you see that's different here in the United States in terms of the adoption of the different technology?
Yeah. So we see it all here, Chris. Really, the flagship unit, the Aelock one, is what we still have the most of out here. That we're selling the most of with Aelock North America to most of our customers. We have the OCF that was developed specifically for the North American market with those free forks, so we don't have to have an open bottom. We can get right into any fork pockets or any pockets.
Amazing. Anything else that we should know about Aelock?
Yeah, sure. I mean, behind you can see some brand new products directly flew in from the headquarters. So it's the Aelock OPS here, which completes the family more or less.
So Lacey, you've grown from 30 people in the Atlanta office to 55, almost 6, like that's almost doubling.
Yep.
What are all these people doing?
Yeah, so we're growing super rapidly, but since the beginning, since 2019, I mean, the plan was to open a full service office in the US here. So, you know, it's not just a sales office, it's not just a satellite office. We do our tech support out of this office. You know, we fly all of our techs anywhere over North America, straight out of Atlanta, so turnaround time can be really quick for you. So.
Well, congratulations on the growth and the commercial success and the new products. They look great. I appreciate seeing you again, Lacey, and safe travels. We'll see you next week.
Great.
All right, bye guys.
Awesome.
I'm here with Todd Boone in the Dexor booth. You'll remember Dexor, we've done a few interviews with them, but I wanted to introduce our viewers to Todd. So Todd, you're running the operation for North America. Any exciting customers that you can share?
Yeah, we actually just had a press release on one, DB Schenker, last week. So they're out on the western, I guess, side of the country. And what's really exciting is not only they're first in North America, but we're already talking about expansion with them. So there's some great, I think, potential there.
And how is DB Schenker using it? So do they have pallet locations?
Right.
The Dexor bot travels around, does the inventory?
Absolutely.
How tall is it? Just, you know, some interesting facts.
Absolutely. So I mean, so the Dexor robot goes 40 feet. We're using about 35 of that, I believe, at the DB Schenker. And exactly that. It's going through their entire facility for the most part is palletized inventory. So it's almost a perfect fit because we go through and we do their entire facility every single day and get a picture of what's actually in their location versus what they thought was in the location. And so they've already started to see some of the benefits of that real-time visibility of an actual view on a daily basis versus what they thought they had.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Good luck. Enjoy the rest of your time here in the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. See you, Todd. We're here with Tim Tyson from GreyOrange, and this is our first interview with GreyOrange. So I'm very excited to learn more about the company. Tim, tell us a little bit about GreyOrange.
Sure. Chris, we've been around for 13 years as a company, and we work with a mix of 3PLs, Fortune 100 companies, and we're excited to be here today.
So as I look out on the floor, I see a lot of robots. And when I say a lot of robots, I mean, I couldn't even count them, there were so many. Do you know how many different robots you have out there?
Right now we have 6 robots that are
6 different kinds of robots?
6 different kinds from 5 different manufacturers. So we will certify a bot. It's not a Ranger certified bot until it goes through a 3 to 5 month vetting process. And one thing that makes us unique from like a systems integrator that stitches all this together is that, you know, you hold the KPIs usually in that example, we actually back the KPIs.
So I'm curious to know about your customer success.
Sure, there's a few that are very, very vocal about us. Dorman Products, H&M, Activance in Europe is a 3PL with 6 sites, a partnership that we have post-pick with Autostore.
Oh wow, okay.
You know, so we have even partnerships you don't see here. But you know, our vision is that a lot of these bots will need to play together for the common good, right? And if we can partner with other bots and solve that problem and have it all drive up to our Grey Matter software and give you the visibility and the actionable information you need in one dashboard, I think that's where this is all headed. And so we're trying to be that person before the rest of the market gets there.
So if you're here in Atlanta at Modex, you definitely want to come check out the GreyOrange booth. If you come in the C hall, you're right here at the front door. If you come in the A hall, bring your roller skates because it's going to take you forever to get. This place is so big, it's incredible. But you know, so good to see you, Tim. Thank you for the introduction to GreyOrange. Yes, we appreciate it. And come check them out here at Modex 2024.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So we're here in Hall B in the Berkshire Gray booth, and I'm joined by Chris Geyer, who's Vice President of Technology. Chris, what can you tell us about Berkshire Gray?
Sure. First, thank you, Chris, for the opportunity to chat. So Berkshire Gray is a robotic picking and sortation company. We handle goods in warehouses so people don't have to, for order fulfillment, store replenishment in warehouses. We have a variety of products, from systems that pack boxes autonomously to systems that sort packages in FedEx facility, for example.
And in those sortation cases, are you just providing the pick and place for induct, or do you provide more of the solution?
We provide an end-to-end solution. For example, for FedEx, we pick up the package, we scan it, figure out where it's destined for, and then sort it to up to 100 destinations.
And that's your sorter?
That is our sorter.
Wow.
Absolutely,
okay.
100% our sorter.
Hey, this is going to be a fun one. I'm excited about Pagio Fast Forward. You might have heard of Pagio. They're the company that make the Vespa scooters. But Brad Vierno, he is Senior Director of Follow Technology. Brad, this doesn't look like a Vespa at all.
Definitely not, definitely not. So we're a little bit different than what our parent company does when
Okay.
it comes to motorized scooters and motorized transportation, but we still want to keep that human interaction. What we do here is we know that AMRs are very popular right now, but there's a lot of different use cases where maybe you need it to follow that human being and have that human interaction instead of doing something all on its own. With Kilo, we were looking at different use cases for it. What are some of the problems that our customers in the industrial workforce are seeing? And pushing and pulling cart injuries was really high. We were very shocked when we saw some of the statistics.
Yep.
So we decided, hey, what if we created a platform that anybody can put a different cart, whatever it's going to be for that use case, where now there's no need to push or pull. It'll do it for you. So I would love to show you real quick. I'm going to stand right directly in front of it.
Yep.
And then from there, press the button. It's going to pair up to me. It's looking at my lower extremities. We're using multiple sensors in the follow head right here, along with external sensors all the way around the device for safety features.
I'm here in the Vecna booth with Josh Kivenko, and we haven't had a chance to touch base and learn about Vecna yet. So first time interviewing Vecna, I'm really excited. Josh is CMO, the right person to tell us about the company and the products. Josh, tell us tell us first a little bit about the company.
Great company, founded in 2018. We've been an AMR vendor the whole time since then. We focus on ground-to-ground solutions. We don't actually sell robots. We sell a full-blown solution. That's what's really, I think, unique from other vendors on the show floor here. And we really just focus exclusively on pallet moves in warehousing, distribution, and manufacturing.
And I've noticed we are actually standing right on the floor. The Fortrix are right over there.
Right.
Do we need to be worried about?
No, I mean, Chris, you wanted to find a fancy place in the booth, over on the couches or somewhere external, but that's not who we are at Vecna. We move real material in real warehouse environments with real workers. Our whole company embodies the ethos of embracing the environment that our customers are in, the challenges that they have every day, and that really is consistent with how we sell it and how we support it.
Excellent. Appreciate it.
Fantastic, Chris.
Alrighty, take care. Enjoy your time off.
Yes, indeed.
And nice job. It's a great job. Good morning. I'm here with Himanshu Asher, who's Principal Product Manager at RightHand Robotics, and the perfect person to tell us about their new product.
Absolutely.
Tell us about it.
Yep. So we are really excited to launch and showcase the next evolution in productized autonomous piece picking systems. It's the RightPick 4 system, and we are talking about 4 things that you get from the RightPick 4 system. One is increased range. So for the first time, we are increasing the range to now include polybag apparel picking.
Oh wow,
that
okay.
is huge.
Yeah.
The second thing is we have significantly improved on our reliability. And what I mean by reliability is order integrity. So when you and I order stuff from our favorite e-commerce store, you want to make sure you get exactly what you need in the quantity that you get, that you expected, and the quality. So that's significantly important for us. The third one is improved autonomy, significantly enhanced autonomy. Customers are buying these systems because they are going through a lot of labor churn and a lot of labor pain. And finally, ease of integration. And every bot benefits from the capabilities that we develop. And in the end, what the customer gets is a lot more capacity.
I mean, that's the promise of AI and machine learning, but with that 6% improvement, it's real.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Excellent. Himanshu, I appreciate you spending so much time with us.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. I know the team worked very hard on RightPick 4.
Yes.
And I am very impressed with it. So I'm here with Cole Parker at booth 4069. Cole's with Quicktron, been with Quicktron for a little bit of a while.
6 months now.
6 months.
Just started.
Cole's been in the industry a long time, and Quicktron's an exciting company, one that we haven't yet interviewed. So I'm very excited to learn about Quicktron. Tell us a little bit about the company. Let's start there.
Sure. So we have Alibaba was our first customer in 2014.
Okay.
We did 1 million units on 2023 in a single day, and they invested in us and believe in us because we're the only robot company that can have the entire fleet interact together.
Yeah, there are a lot of robots moving around behind us, and not just a lot of robots, a lot of different kinds of robots.
Exactly. Doing a lot of different things as well.
So let's talk about what we have out there.
Sure. So we've got a returns process, right? We're picking up totes directly from a conveyor. We've got a goods to person system that is both tote based as well as at 7 meters, as well as pallet based, as well as shelf based. Right, so we are able to mix all of those things. We call it the quick mix together so that you never have to do consolidation after the picking station.
Excellent. Hey, Cole, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks again, Chris.
Safe travels home to New England and safe travels home to Texas for the robots. I'm here with Kevin Darby, Vice President of U.S. Sales for Service. Tell us a little bit about the company.
We are an Austrian-based company in Western Austria, in Tyrol. We have headquarters here in North America, in New Jersey. We are a full material handling company that uses a shuttle-based technology, and it has a number of unique features, which allows us to sort of handle all of your interlogistics from induction or in-feed into your system all the way to shipping and everything in between using some very unique technology. Our system runs on like an ambient or sort of a static aluminum extruded track, and then it charges itself as it goes along. So what makes that unique is that you can have just as many vehicles as you need for your throughput because we're constantly charging them. As they run through the system, they sort of get zapped at different locations, and we take advantage of sort of zapping them as they go along. And so it's a very efficient process, and it's a very flexible process.
And it's not super expensive because it's just an aluminum rail. So what's the longest run that
We can go 200 or 300 meters without a problem, and it's great. And the vehicle, our newest vehicle, the Arc 5, actually can do 5 meters per second, so it's really fast. So it can cover a very long area very quickly.
Wow. Well, Kevin, thank you very much. Appreciate you giving us an introduction to Servos.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And great job. We're in Hall B in booth 2009 in the Prime Robotics booth. I'm joined by David Ferris, who's Director of Implementation, Director of a lot of things, right? But he's going to tell us about Prime Robotics. If I had a warehouse, how would I use this? What business problems would I solve with it?
So this is our heavy-duty pallet mover. It can lift up to 4,400 pounds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And move pallets from point to point.
So rolls of paper if you need it, or really heavy. That's a very heavy pallet.
Yes. Machine goods, paper,
water,
automotive parts, potentially water. We do have some customers in the food industry and various consumer products as well.
And tell us what other kinds of robotic platforms or products you have.
We've received a lot of interest and excitement here at the show for our RackBot. which allows customers to leverage their vertical space for additional storage. So we've got 6 levels at one implementation, for example, where you can kind of induct pallets into this storage, and our rack bot will take those and store them on the right place in the 6 levels. It's kind of optimized for usage and performance because it takes longer at the higher levels. But it allows you to use that vertical space in your warehouse.
David, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Chris.
it. Enjoy the rest of your time and safe travels home here from Atlanta.
Thank you.
All righty. I'm here with Stephen King, who is a fantastic author of mystery novels and scary, So you are founder and CEO of Blue Sky Robotics, which is a pretty interesting company. I'm really excited to hear more.
Yeah. So we've spent about 1.5 years in the lab developing 3D vision and object detection and making it work with robots. So we're using the U-Factory robots, and we're able to use machine learning to understand objects, and so we can train on whatever objects and have a confidence level that we can program against that says this, we know this is an object, we can sort. Yeah, so we integrate with, in this case, the Unbox robots that are moving the totes around. And so right here we're inducting into the system, so we sort and put it into the proper totes. Unbox takes it and moves it into the to the storage location. Then when we want to do picking, like pick and place or kitting, we have robots on a rail using the same vision technology, finds the object, puts it in the next place. The robots, the Unbox robots come and take it away, and it's a constantly moving process that can just add capabilities to your warehouse.
Fantastic.
All right.
Stephen, thank you very
Thanks a
much.
lot, Chris.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks.
You bet. I'm here with A.K. Schultz, founder and CEO of SVT Robotics.
Hey man, thanks for coming.
Good to be here.
Yeah, welcome to the Big Bash. This is my 3rd year sponsoring, and but this has been going on for quite some time.
You know, everyone loves the Big Bash. I don't know, I think getting that URL, modexbigbash.com was brilliant. I'm thinking personally maybe we'll put on the Little Bash, something like that, who knows. But it's a great event, and you have it here in this fantastic microbrewery. Tell us what's going on with SVT these days.
Man, it's been just fantastic. We've had some really awesome customer adoption.
Yep.
Some real big rollouts. We have some customers that are in the teens in terms of rollouts.
And you expanded the demo center in Virginia.
We did, but I think one of the more exciting things is one of the things that we've expanded on the product line, and that's the monitoring capability. So we have this ability to actually take this normalized data. So like the integration is just like the start.
All right, let's go in, let's hit it.
All right, let's do it.